And so in Jewish tradition, we have three prayers a day, the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. And each one is represented by one of the patriarchs. And I just want to take a moment and just delve a little bit deeper into that because that was the legacy the patriarchs left us. They didn't leave us any laws. They didn't leave us many rituals. They represented prayer. They taught us prayer before the law, before rules, before any religion of any kind. The patriarchs were telling us that the foundation that everything else is going to be built upon, it's going to be built upon prayer. And we've taught this hundreds of times. But it's just another angle of why the temple is called not a house of Torah, but a house of prayer for all nations. Because it's the root of everything. It's the core that has the ability of bringing everyone together. And so Abraham, he initiated the quest for God. He was the first, the morning, the most creative spiritual personality, the father of everyone who sets out on a journey of our spirit, an unknown destination. Abraham was the initiator. He was the one that sought after God. Isaac goes out into the field, and Isaac's prayer is literally described as a sicha, which literally means a conversation, a dialogue. And so there are two parties to a dialogue. One speaks, one listens, and having listened, one responds. And there's back and forth. Isaac represents the religious experience as a conversation between the word of Hashem and the word of humankind. Isaac was born into a relationship with God. He didn't need to seek after the truth. He was born into it. He was Abraham's son, but he took his faith and he made it into a dance, a give and take, a conversation. Isaac didn't make anything new. He's not the morning. He's the afternoon. He makes Abraham's initiation deeper, just more disciplined daily. Just as he redug Abraham's original wells, his prayer was taking his relationship with Hashem to the next level, making his life a conversation with God, and that was Isaac's legacy that he left us. Jacob is totally different. He doesn't initiate anything in prayer. His thoughts, they're somewhere else. They're on Esav, who he's escaping from. They're on Laban, where he's running to. And in that troubled mind comes a vision of God and angels in a stairway connecting heaven and earth. He didn't prepare for it. It was unexpected. Vaifga b'makom. He just hits a certain place and it happens to him. That's literally what Jacob says. He wasn't prepared for what he had experienced. Genesis chapter 28, verse 16 says, when Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, wow, surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. He wasn't aware. It just hit him. This was a meeting that was brought about by God, not man. And this is why Jacob's prayer is Mariv. It's the nighttime prayer. The nighttime prayer, it's not an obligation. It's not obligatory. You can't make an encounter with an obligation. None of us knows when the presence of God is going to suddenly intrude into our lives. Jacob was showing us that there's an element to religious life that's beyond conscious control. It comes out of nowhere when you least expect it. If Abraham represents our journey towards God and Isaac is our dialogue with God, Jacob represents God's encounter with us. It's unplanned, it's unscheduled, unexpected. The vision, the voice, the call we can never know in advance, but it changes our lives. And of course, it happens at nighttime for Jacob. It happens at nighttime for all of us when everything is dark. That is the gift given to the children of Israel. At nighttime, we're invited to open our hearts, to open our lives to an encounter. We can't prepare for it, but it has the power to change our lives.